Tammy Sheffield here again with another awesome tech tool for you. This time I'm going to talk about Visuwords. There's the website for you to go to check out this awesome resource. You're probably asking yourself, what is Visuwords? Well, Visuwords is actually a visual dictionary and thesauruses. It's a little bit different than a lot of websites we use to get definitions or to find synonyms of a word that we can use to make our writing better. And then they tout themselves as not your granddad's dictionary. This is a modern dictionary for the modern world, and it represents language in a visual way. On their website they have two things that talk about it. One is an educational use and a creative use for Visuwords. You can explore the lexicon whether you're a native English speaker or a second language user. Either as a student or a teacher, browse the language in ways you couldn't with traditional printed reference material. And as a writer or journalist or other word wizard, use the graphs to associate words and expand on concepts, brainstorm, move beyond synonyms, and find other kinds of relational connections. This is a really cool resource because, like I said, it makes a visual representation of the word you want to use. I haven't used this tool with my students, but I am going to use this whenever we're doing any type of creative writing project. Like I said, it works like a dictionary and a thesaurus, but it creates this visual map of your word. So for example, on this one, the word that was typed in was creative, and from that word we get all of these links to different ideas about the word. So students could use this as a resource to help come up with creative ideas for their writing, whether they're writing an essay or a poem, or like my students are doing right now, we're creating cover letters and resumes that they can actually take out with them in the real world once they've graduated from school. And what happens here, the way this works, is up here you type in the word that you want to use. So if, like I said, for example, we used creative. When you type it in and you hit enter, Visuwords creates a network of nodes, or what they like to call synsets. These are each of these little round bubbles. You can either call them a node, or like I said, the website calls them synsets. Each synset is a single concept based off the entered word. Touching a synset node when you're on the website will reveal synonyms and definitions for the words in each of the nodes. The synsets are color-coded to indicate if the words are nouns, verbs, adjectives, or adverbs. And then they also have color coding for the different links. So for example, this blue dotted line right here would fall under the category of also see. So creative links to creativity, creativeness, creative thinking, which link to creative, originative, and that linked out to productive. So also see productive. And like I said, this is it's a really great resource. And when you scroll over one of the nodes, like in this case creative, the definition for that node will pop up. Sometimes it'll have other words in there, synonyms that could be used to go along with it. Like in here, promoting construction or creation, creative work. And another neat thing about it is that it's an interactive thing that allows students to move their words and interact with the synsets or nodes on the screen. Visuwords could definitely be a useful tool for struggling writers to find words. I think you could also, I would say, use it with English language learners. So someone that's struggling with the English language and is just now really starting to learn it, they could also use this to type in words and expand their vocabulary. So it's a great tool not only for writing but also for English language learners. So I hope you'll check out the site. And the IST standards that go with Visuwords are IST for Students 6A. Students choose the appropriate platforms and tools for meeting the desired objectives of their creation or communication. And then for the ISTE standard for educators is 6A, foster a culture where students take ownership of their learning goals and outcomes in both independent and group settings. So this is another tool. I'm not giving the students the words, I'm giving them a resource to find the words to make their writing more creative. So check it out. Again, it is Visuwords. Thank you again for listening. Have a great evening and take care.